The convenience of a car. If it's lost just like that, what do you do? So I called my bodyguard and I said, that Hyundai, does it have insurance? He said, no. I called my office, get me insurance. What else is wrong with it? The battery. Get the battery sorted. Buy a new battery. And then I called Priscilla, and funny enough, I had her number on my phone. When I dialed the number, it pitched up. She was doing the business of recruiting, and I think at one point or another, I probably looked for her for a housekeeper or something. So thank God for phones that keep contacts. So I just called and I said, Priscilla, sorry about what happened to you. I have a Hyundai. I've just put the battery. It was recently overhauled, but I've not used it. Give me your address and I send it to you. So I sent my driver to look for her and deliver the car. And she still has the car up to today. I got insurance as well for it. And she said, you know, how much is it? Can I buy it? And I said, listen, I'm not trying to sell you the car. I've given you to use it. Last week she called me and she said, Esther, the insurance has expired. It needs to go for inspection. Because they gave me 1 month because it has to be inspected and valued and all that. So I connected her, she got the insurance, she got a service done, and she's still using the car. I mean, why am I sharing this story? It's because today, I hope and pray that it will be peaceful. I hope and pray that no one else will die. And during a time like this, when we have demonstrations, when we have political gatherings, what is the one thing that happens that we are all here to discuss? This town hall meeting, and as we were leaving, the crowds were pushing against each other, and there was somebody who was sticking his hands between my legs, sticking his hands. He did it once. I tried to turn to see who it was, but they were preventing me from turning. And then I thought to myself, I finally pushed out of the crowd, but that was a violation for me. I don't know who it was. All right? I got out of that room. I felt violated. But then the thing that was in my mind at that time was not what happened to me. Was if they can do this to me as a Mweshimiwa, what are they doing to the women that I represent in the informal settlements? It wasn't about me. It was about every woman out there who is vulnerable. And today, lots of Kenyans are vulnerable. Today, those who have lost their loved ones are feeling that loss even more because it's their anniversary. Not that every day, you know, people mourn in different ways. You know, there are days that I think of my dead father and I feel more sad than other days. There are days I go into a buffet table and I see the Greek blue cheese, and then I think, Daddy loved this, and I see olives, and I get olives and the blue cheese. You know, I used to call it stinking cheese when I was young, and I say, hey Dad, I'm having this for you. So, because faith will give you more strength than fear. But God has also put something in us that when we are alerted on fear, and then we have the faith that we will overcome, we overcome. So today is day 2, all right, of this important dialogue, and I'm happy that I'm here with you. I put down a few notes just in case I was asked to say something. So let me just get through them. As we begin day 2 of this important national dialogue, I want to thank every participant for the honesty, the courage, and the commitment demonstrated yesterday. We heard compelling evidence from government, county leaders, development partners, civil society, service providers. More importantly, we heard from survivors whose stories reminded us why we are here. Yesterday, one question echoed throughout the room. When a survivor escapes violence, where do they go? The answer cannot depend on luck, geography, or whether donor-funded projects exist in particular counties. Every survivor deserves access to safety, dignity, justice, healing, and hope. We learned that shelters save lives. We also learned that protection does not end at the shelter door. Survivors need medical care, psychosocial support, legal assistance, education, economic empowerment, and a clear pathway to reintegration so that they can rebuild their lives with confidence and independence. Today, our responsibility is to move beyond identifying challenges and focus on solutions. We must strengthen the legal frameworks, establish sustainable financing, improve coordination, develop national standards, and ensure that every county has access to quality, survivor-centered protection services. Not the responsibility of one ministry, one organization, or one level of government. It requires Parliament, national and county governments, law enforcement, the judiciary, healthcare providers, faith leaders, civil society, development partners, communities, and every Kenyan to play their part. And I want to thank you for being here. As legislators, we remain committed to strengthening the laws supporting the necessary policies and advocating for adequate resources to protect survivors and prevent violence before it occurs. Let this day today be remembered not simply for the conversations we had yesterday, but for the commitments we made and the actions we agreed to take. Together, let us build a Kenya where no survivors are left without somewhere to turn, where justice is accessible, where healing is possible, and where every person can live free from violence and fear. I thank you and I wish you fruitful deliberations. God bless you. God bless Kenya.